Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hollyoaks star Kieran Richardson has cleared up confusion over how his character Steve Hay survived this year's autumn stunt. Steve and his husband James Nightingale were both caught up in a car bomb explosion last month, which provided a huge cliffhanger ahead of the show's one-year time jump. When Hollyoaks returned for episodes set 12 months later, Steve woke up from a coma following a long recovery period. He was devastated to discover that James hadn't survived. Some fans branded Steve indestructible following his good fortune, wondering how he hadn't died or suffered life-changing injuries in the blast. Catching up with Digital Spy at the Inside Soap Awards this week, Kieran took the opportunity to clarify Steve's latest lucky escape. He laughed. "I just want to say, because I've seen so many messages about this from people saying, how has he survived? If you look back at the clip closely, James had his seatbelt on and Steve didn't. When we actually shot the bomb going off in the car, first it goes puff, and then there's the fireball. But the way it was edited, because we've only got 20 minutes to show the episodes now, you only saw the fireball." He continued. "So in our heads when we were doing it, we were like, James has got the seatbelt on, Steve hasn't. So when the puff went off, Steve jumped out and that's how he survived. I just wanted to clear that bit up." The explosion drama marked the end of Gregory Finnegan's 9-year stint as James, which came as part of Hollyoaks' cast reduction for the new era. Ella Mae DeMerkin, who played Steve's daughter Leah Barnes, also bowed out shortly after the time jump as her character went off to university in the US. Reflecting on his on-screen family getting smaller, Kieran told us, "Obviously it's naturally sad. We always knew going into this that we were going to lose so many characters. Yeah, you're going to have your shocks, because you want the audience to be sat there like, what? Oh my God." And obviously it's sad with Ella Mae. But I'm guessing it's a numbers thing where we can only have so many in, because we only have so many minutes and the situation that we've been in. The only thing I keep seeing at the moment is everyone talking about the show. But who knows what the future holds? Maybe one day, it's soap, anyone can come back at any point. You just never know who could turn up next week. The Inside Soap Awards took place in London on Monday night and saw Hollyoaks star Isabel Smith, who plays Frankie Osborne, triumph in the Best Newcomer category. In the high-stakes world of Hollyoaks, gripping storylines and shocking twists are nothing new. But few moments have left fans as breathless as the recent explosion drama involving Steve Hay. The beloved character, portrayed by Kieran Richardson, has faced his fair share of turmoil over the years, but his miraculous survival from this catastrophic event has raised more than a few eyebrows. In an exclusive interview, Richardson shares insights into the explosive storyline, the challenges of filming such high-octane scenes, and what's next for Steve Hay. The build-up to the explosion. "When I first read the script, I was like, how on earth is Steve going to get out of this alive?" Richardson admits, laughing. The storyline, which revolved around a sinister plot orchestrated by a shadowy figure, had viewers on the edge of their seats for weeks. Tensions mounted as Steve unwittingly found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time, culminating in a dramatic explosion that rocked the village. Richardson explains that the build-up to the explosion was meticulously crafted by the Hollyoaks writers. They really wanted the audience to feel the weight of the situation, he says. There were so many little clues and moments of foreshadowing that, when you look back, you're like, of course this was going to happen. But in the moment, it's so tense that you don't see it coming. Filming the high-stakes scene or creating an explosion on set is no small feat, and Richardson reveals the lengths the production team went to in order to make the scene as realistic as possible. It's not just about the visual effects, he explains. There's a whole choreography to it. You've got stunts, pyrotechnics, and even the way the camera moves. Everything has to be timed perfectly. Richardson shares that safety was a top priority during filming. "We had a lot of rehearsals and walkthroughs before the actual shoot," he says. The team was amazing at making sure everyone knew exactly what they were doing. It's a bit nerve-wracking when you're standing there, knowing that something is about to explode, but it's also really exciting. The actor also reveals that some scenes were filmed using a mix of practical effects and CGI to ensure maximum impact. The explosion itself was a combination of real fire and digital effects, he explains. When you watch it on screen, it looks so seamless, but it's actually a lot of different elements coming together. Stee's survival. Breaking it down. For fans, the biggest question was, how did Stee survive? Richardson acknowledges that the answer required a bit of suspension of disbelief. Let's be honest, in real life, Stee probably wouldn't have made it, he says with a chuckle. But that's the magic of television. You want to give the audience something dramatic and thrilling, but you also want to keep them guessing. The show's writers devised a clever explanation for Stee's survival, rooted in a mix of quick thinking and pure luck. According to the storyline, Stee managed to find a small, protected space just moments before the explosion. There's this split-second decision where he dives for cover, Richardson explains. It's one of those moments where instinct takes over, and it ends up saving his life. The aftermath of the explosion also played a key role in Stee's survival. He's injured, of course, Richardson says. But he's a fighter. Stee's been through so much in his life that he's not going to let something like this take him down. The emotional toll on Stee. While Stee may have physically survived the explosion, Richardson hints that the emotional scars will take much longer to heal. This wasn't just a random accident, he says. There's a lot of betrayal and manipulation involved, and that's going to weigh heavily on Stee. The actor adds that viewers will see a more vulnerable side of Stee in the coming episodes. He's dealing with a lot of guilt and anger, Richardson reveals. He's questioning everything. Why did this happen? Could he have done something to prevent it? And of course, there's the fear of it happening again. Behind the scenes, bonding with the cast, Richardson credits the tight-knit Hollyoaks cast and crew for making the intense storyline more manageable. We're like a family, he says. When you're working on something this dramatic, it's important to have people around you who can keep things light and fun. The actor shares that there were plenty of laughs behind the scenes, even during the most dramatic moments. One minute, you're covered in fake blood and rubble, and the next minute, someone's cracking a joke, he says. It's that balance that keeps you sane. What's next for Stee? As for what the future holds for Stee, Richardson promises more twists and turns. This explosion is just the beginning, he teases. There's a lot of fallout to deal with, and Stee's going to have to make some tough choices. Richardson hints at a potential new alliance for Stee, as well as the possibility of rekindling old relationships. He's going to need all the support he can get, he says. But Stee being Stee, he's also going to want to take matters into his own hands. That's just who he is. The actor also hopes that the storyline will resonate with viewers. At its core, this is a story about resilience, he says. Stee's been knocked down so many times, but he always gets back up. I think that's something a lot of people can relate to. Fans react to the drama. Unsurprisingly, the explosion storyline has sparked a flurry of reactions from fans. Social media has been abuzz with theories, praise, and of course, memes. Richardson says he's been overwhelmed by the response. It's amazing to see how invested people are, he says. You put so much work into these storylines, and to see that it's connecting with people is really rewarding. The actor adds that he loves reading fan theories, even the wilder ones. Some of them are so out there, he says, laughing. But it just goes to show how creative and passionate our audience is. A final word. As our interview comes to a close, Richardson reflects on his journey with Hollyoaks and what it means to play a character like Stee. It's been an incredible ride, he says. Stee's not perfect, far from it. But that's what makes him so interesting. He's flawed, he's human, and he's always trying to do better. I'm so grateful to be a part of his story. With the explosion drama setting the stage for even more compelling storylines, one thing is clear: Stehay's journey is far from over. And if Richardson's enthusiasm is any indication, fans are in for a wild and unforgettable ride. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Hollyoaks Update YouTube channel for more update news.